Hello and welcome to the Amaka Beké talk show. Your amiable host here, Amaka, saying hi. How are you all doing? It's been a while. I have a beautiful guest with me here. It's her first time coming on our podcast. Her name is Obianu Junwa. She's the most beautiful inside and out. And believe me when I say that. Would you please may you introduce yourself and tell us where you're at?
Hello, everyone. Though I'm seeing just one person at the moment. I hope others come very soon.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Obianuju is the longest way to call it. Uju to be, that's the one I prefer. Uju is my name. So, and I am joining in from the UK, Liverpool to be precise. So, and I'm happy to be here the first time. And it feels like, oh, I'm home. So I can't wait to start.
Yes, I am super glad to have you. Uju has been a long time friend and a beautiful support system. I cannot ask for a better support system than she is. She's my ride or die anytime, any day. And I believe I'm the same for her. How is Liverpool today?
Yeah, Liverpool is okay, sunny and hot.
Yeah, the same. Likewise here in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. It's warm. I love it when it's warm. It's also very sunny, which is great. 1 p.m. local time, almost 2 now. So, on today's podcast, we'll be discussing leveraging. The question is, what are you leveraging on? Are we really truly leveraging on the opportunities that present themselves, even in its, would I say, rawest, uncanny forms? And sometimes maybe tearfully presented, maybe painfully presented. Is this something that we are truly leveraging on, or do we, as humans, tend to be more invested emotionally and mentally on the cause? Would I say the cause or the occurrences of our lives, as opposed to really looking through them as the universe telling us something?
Oh, well, it depends on, what everyone faces at the moment.
Yeah.
So if it has to do with emotions, of course, you have to build your, leverage on it because you're dealing with it. So it depends on what a person is facing, the situation the person is facing at the moment. If it is happy moments, you leverage on things that make you happy, you can feel like going out to have some fun. You want to, extend that happiness, embrace other things, leverage on maybe hanging out with friends. But
Mhm.
if it is something that is making you sad, of course, you may not want to. But there are people who, despite whatever they face at the moment, they want to look on the brighter side of life.
Mhm.
Some people have decided, be it good or bad, I will always look on the positive side.
Mhm.
So it depends on the person in question. There are people who are, drowned in whatever situation they face. So, and they're just there. But me personally, I don't like just staying down there.
Mhm.
If I am down, I want to just, just get out of that place. And sometimes, even when I try to get out, and if you don't meet the right people, that you can hang out with, people you can, that can be your support system at that moment. So leveraging may be difficult, you know,
Yeah,
because
I
you
agree.
want, yes.
I
So
agree.
people around you also, at the moment you need to leverage. We leverage every day at every opportunity. But there are some specific things that will happen in your life and you need that leverage, the quick one. So who do you see at the moment of that decision that you want to, you know? So I try to leverage on the things that make me happy. And if I have the right people around at the moment, so it makes it a bit easier and for me to
Yeah.
leverage on, those things that really make me happy.
Let me bring it home a little bit. When I'm thinking about leveraging, I'm really looking through the idea of seeing the silver lining. In other words, you're going through a bad situation, very obviously bad situation. Question is, can you can you see that situation as an opportunity that's presenting itself that you may be able to leverage on to rise in a different dimension? In other words, this that different dimension may not have been something you're even thinking about, you ever thought about. For instance, people go through maybe a heartbreak, and during that time, they want to pour out their thoughts. They pick a pen, they start writing, okay? And after writing, they thought to publish that book. That is leveraging on a bad circumstance. As well as I've seen, we all have seen artists who would sing through their pain. I don't believe that it was easy for them to even write the song, or someone maybe who may have written the song for them, right? Having them to be the ones to give it a voice. I don't think it was easy. But
Yeah.
we have to learn to rise. Like you rightly said, you don't dwell. Bad things happen to good people, bad things happen to all people. It's not about what happens, it's about what you make of it. What do you do with it?
Okay. Most for the past 1 year now, everything I say, I just talk about me because I'm just like an example. When
Yeah,
I speak my life.
right.
When I discuss because people need to hear, believe that it's actually happened to you. I've been in a very bad situation, relationship in quotes, marriage also in quotes. So, and when I came out of it, you know, I looked back and I'm like, oh, so I can actually discover me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Somehow I lost myself and this happened. And suddenly, like, I just rediscovered who I am. That I can, I'm adventurous. And now I sit down and I'm like, oh, I have to go visit this country. These are things ordinarily I wouldn't have sat down to think of. I'm making a plan, you know, that I'm going to take my leave, I'm going to go to Morocco, I'm going to go to Canada, even if it is 3 days, 4 days, because I can afford it. But those were my limits. I've been adventurous, it's not bad, even in marriage. But
Yeah.
somewhere along the line, I lost I lost, that zeal to do that because I was just there trying to be a good wife, a good partner. So when I wasn't there again, so I saw a brighter side of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I rediscovered myself again, and it feels good
Yeah.
because all I do now is sit down and think of what do I do to better my life.
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? Okay, if I'm there, where else do I go from there? So I find out that a lot of ideas are coming in,
Yeah.
business ideas that on my own I wouldn't have thought of, you know,
Wow. This is
doing.
excellent.
Yeah. So, and those are the things I have penciled them down. and I'm going to embark on them one after the other. So I think,
Bless your
I,
heart, sis.
yeah, that's I think that's where you're looking at
Yes, yes.
leveraging on a bad
On
situation
a
to
bad situation.
yeah, to
Do we
make it
always,
better.
I like I tell my kids, I tell them, enjoy your little days, your younger days, because as you get older, and this advice came as a result of encouraging them through schoolwork, right? I tell them, your schoolwork, you may think it's difficult right now, you may think it's a little tasking, challenging, but hold up, you're going to get even more and worse and worse. So I said, as you advance in your education, it's going to be harder and harder than you had ever experienced.
Mm.
And I said, and this is how life is. Life is designed to give you a harder task as you, as would I say, as you evolve through life. And typically too, as you overcome the previous challenge. When the previous challenges come to you and it was like it's going to swallow you, you never knew you're going to rise above it. You finally rise above it. It might take time and a whole lot of process.
Mhm.
That's